Nintendo just dropped some pretty interesting news as for what lies ahead for them this year, and when and where we should expect the Switch 2. Let's break that all down, up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Sound the alarm. I feel like we should just have something going off in the background here, but Nintendo finally addressed the Switch 2 and addressed when and where we should see it. Well, kind of. While this is more of a technicality, we did get some good news on all fronts here, and that's in regards to Nintendo and what lies ahead for the rest of this year. In a recent announcement on Twitter during the middle of the night, Nintendo's president Shuntaro Furukawa made this here announcement, and this is what he had to say. This is Furukawa, president of Nintendo. We will make an announcement on the successor to the Switch within the fiscal year. It will have been 9 years since we announced the existence of Nintendo Switch back in March of 2015. We will be holding a Nintendo Direct this June regarding the Nintendo Switch software lineup for the latter half of 2024. But please be aware that there will be no mention of the Nintendo Switch successor during that presentation. So while most eyes gravitate towards the Switch 2 news, there's bigger news here, and that's the Direct in June. That's right, Nintendo will in fact be holding a Direct next month, and it's going to be showing off the remaining titles for Nintendo in 2024. And this is all coming off the heels of Microsoft setting the tone with its announcement last week of their showcase, along with the presumed Call of Duty showcase as well. Let's also not forget about PlayStation here and the rumors that have been heating up in regards to their showcase as well. Of course, we talked about what the rest of this year could possibly look like for Nintendo in regards to software, and most of that could be highly coveted GameCube titles. Some of the ones that top the list for me, or at least the ones I've seen the most in this realm, are the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker bundle for Zelda. I think Metroid Primes 2 and 3 would be a nice layup for that announcement of Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch successor, and let's not forget F-Zero GX. And while this isn't entirely a GameCube port or whatever have you, I think they do go on to announce maybe 2 or 3 big titles coming to NSO from the N64. Now that we got all that news out of the way, let's talk about the main event being the Switch 2. First up, it's now confirmed that the reveal for the Switch 2 will be happening this fiscal year for Nintendo. To kind of give you a little time frame in which this could all go down, this means it could go on for as long as March of 2025 for a reveal. But let's not forget, fiscal years differ from actual calendar years, and quite honestly, I'm confused by all this terminology, so I'm not really gonna dive into details right there. And the thing that's pretty amazing to me is this reveal will be coming more than 9 damn years after the OG Switch was announced back in 2015. That seems like forever ago. Of course, over the last few weeks, we've gotten any and all these leaks in regards to the Switch 2 seemingly by the day. And that most recent batch of rumors, in case you missed it, hint at backwards compatibility for the console, which I think would be a no-brainer. And for you resolution folks out there, the console could possibly be capable of outputting 4K resolution through an LCD screen and not an OLED. But I think this is a good move for Nintendo in part because, let's face it, we've seen all the rumors and all the leaks coming out consistently. And when you start to see that coming out in such quick fashion, you would be led to believe that we're near a reveal. But in this case, we're probably not. Again, they're just subverting expectations. But at the same time, I think that September Direct is a nice place to reveal this console, and again, I'm just sticking to that time frame. This would allow Nintendo all the time in the world to market the device, as if that's really needed over the holiday season. And it would grant them more than enough time to polish up the last few games for that early launch in 2025. And as of right now, let's just call it March, at least for my sake. But with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. What games do you see announced at this June Direct? Are there any expectations you have going into this? For me, I think it's those GameCube ports, maybe some NSO content, and then it's Nintendo, so you're gonna get a weird title here and there. That about sets it up for the showcase. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.